Are we live?
We are live.
What's up?
Who's ready for the most exciting live stream ever?
You're all late because Kevin Zinger's getting stoned.
Smoking that ooh-wee.
No, I'm not. What's up? Everybody like the new SRH bongs, by the way? Kind of dope.
That is kind of dope. I don't smoke the weed, but
the weed.
I wish I could.
Well, let's wait for people to chime in, and we'll get started with this fine broadcast from the SRH compound. Does everybody like the painting in the background? It's kind of dope.
There's an interesting story behind that painting.
That originally started off as a Madchild painting and then morphed into a Zinger painting because we some people say we look a lot alike. For the record, I'm Madchild, that's Zinger.
What's up, Ashley, Damien,
Mississippi in the house?
How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's staying safe.
Digging the beard, man. Getting some good feedback.
Oh, I like the beard. Okay, good. Thank you.
Me or him? I kind of got one too.
Oh, yeah. My first time growing a beard. I like it.
Cottonmouth Army in the house. Mississippi in the house. Minnesota in the house.
Hi, Tyler.
Need to come hit the range with Zinger. Hell yeah, dog. Let's go.
Josie?
Legends will never die. What's up, homeboy?
What's up, Carly?
We're giving some shout outs. These things are moving fucking fast.
Oh, you guys actually came out. What's up?
It's because of him, not me.
Nah. Two legends in the house right now. Happy to be with you all. So yeah, this is basically just to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Battle Axe and the 30th anniversary of SRH. Pretty cool. We've been at this a long time.
Yeah. So, I mean, the first thing is thanks to everybody out there, because without you guys, there would be no anniversaries. So we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You know, obviously with SRH, we've been celebrating the 30th anniversary and doing drops every Thursday. This drop is obviously a special one because, you know, Shane and I are close friends. And I mean, everybody that we've been doing drops with are close friends, but you know, it's cool. This one's cool because not only is there that connection there, but there's also a similar like backstory, right? Where like, you know, even though Shane and I didn't know each other in the 90s and we met each other in the 2000s and stuff, there was always a lot of mutual respect to what each other was building at the time, which made it rad when we did come together and join forces and put out that first Arm to the Teeth record. But you know, I mean, neither of us had, you know, investors or, you know, rich parents that gave us tons of money, you know, college background, you know, very similar, living in a, you know, 1-bedroom fucking shitty crash pad, and that the plumbing didn't work with a bunch of stinky skater punker surfer dudes when I started SRH. And I think Shane was living in a,
I started out right before we started Swollen Members, I was sleeping on pizza boxes for a year in San Francisco, actually, and living out of my car.
Well, you got me beat.
Yeah. I really started at the bottom.
But yeah, I mean, the cool thing about it, right, is the you know, the fact that we actually, you know, with the help of everybody that's chiming in and many more people, built up these movements and these things, and it's pretty cool to see. Oh, hold on, we need to click something to get new comments here.
Yeah, I'm just happy to still be alive. That's right, Willie. Madchild with the beard. What do you guys think? It's good? I like it.
And what does your shirt say?
Oh, I only date crack whores. Let's keep it real. Do we have to keep clicking this new comments thing?
I think they keep coming. I think they're coming so fast because you're so popular. What up, Jeremy? County Line Casanova in the house.
Okay. Thank you very much, Allison. Appreciate
that was a classic one. Beard Child.
Beard Child. Yeah, I was gonna finally name myself Rebecca. All right, just DM me your number. Oh, Dimitri's not feeling it.
Love from Texas. Hey, Charlie. Fucking much respect to everybody in Texas, man. You guys fucking went through that shit. That was fucking
For real
heavy. We got some good friends out there, and they were giving me the lowdown and went out what was going on down there. That was some heavy shit. I went through something kind of similar with the fires out here, and I know what it's like to not have any help and we had no food, water, services, cops, fire department for 3.5 weeks. So I know what that shit's going like. It was fucked up for you guys. So much respect.
Yeah, much respect. Yeah, you went through it. You went through it twice out here.
Yeah.
The fires.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Shout out to Kelowna where I used to live too. They go through the fires almost every year. It's pretty.
Zinger, what's the plan for Suburban, Noize, and Madchild? Massive plans. No. No, actually Mad and Obnoxious just finished a whole set of songs. So we're talking about releasing an EP just to throw some stuff out there. The songs were fucking banging.
Thank you.
Right before thank you. I love it. Well, right before COVID started, we built a really sick studio in our office, and obviously COVID changed a lot of shit for everybody, and all those people that are going through hard times out there, fucking stay strong, much respect, and fucking the shit will end soon. But we couldn't use the studio for a long time, and the first record that was actually done in there was this record with Madchild and Obnoxious. So they kind of fucking christened the whole thing.
Hey,
and it's a dope fucking record, and I'm excited to put it out. So that's the immediate plans.
Yeah, and we're gonna do an album too. We're gonna keep going.
And Mad's
Obnoxious is super dope. If you're not already hip, go listen to Obnoxious. The guy is a fucking beast. And I'm a rap snob, so if I say someone's a beast, trust me, this guy is a fucking beast. I can't wait to see him actually when the world opens back up and he starts going on some radio shows and really snapping. So shout out to my boy Obnoxious. Great things to come for him. Sure.
And Obnoxious it's cool for me because he's from where I'm from in San Diego, and people don't think of like San Diego as like being like when you think of San Diego, you think of palm trees. Fucking good times on the beach, but there's some really heavy neighborhoods in San Diego, and it's a real place. And so it was cool for me to be able to, like, obviously I've worked with a ton of bands from San Diego, but I've never really, other than this, the first rapper I ever worked with named Mantis, other than that, I've never worked with a rapper that was truly from San Diego, and Obnoxious represents the town well, so stoked on it.
Yeah.
And him and Mad got along like fucking Pete and repeat right away. So that was cool.
Shout out to Nitty as well. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. You could always DM me.
Maui, Hawaii, you.
Lit.
We want to come visit.
Shout out, yeah, man. City to Dago. That's right, Joshua. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to Buck Wild.
The SRH rings are in the mail. Here's one right here, actually. Well, where's the camera on this fucking thing? I always get excited about these rings because my favorite jewelry maker ever, this guy Travis Walker, he's kind of a legend. He does them for us, and I don't know how many people know who he is or not, but to have him do it is pretty special. And they're en route to you guys.
En route. I just got back from Canada. Shout out to anybody from Canada on here. It was great being back home for a while, but I'm also very happy to be back in Los Angeles.
Weather's a little
The
nicer.
weather is a little nicer, I'm not going to lie.
They get 6 inches of snow. We get 6 inches of sunshine.
Yes.
When Suburban Noize going to work with Strange again? That's a good question. I mean, we still always stay in contact with those dudes. They're fucking Tech is the man for sure. I love the guy.
Super cool guy. And shout out to Chris Calico as well.
Yeah. The whole crew over there. They're all good dudes. We haven't done a Strange Noize tour in probably 7 or 8 years, but it would be dope to do it again for sure.
Yeah, I would like to go on that. Shout out to Dimitri. Sober Life gang. Hell yeah. Keep up the good fight, brother. That's what's up. For those of you who don't know, I've gone through, I've had a pretty crazy roller coaster with the in and out of substance abuse, and I'm sober over a couple years now. So that was the whole point of saying that.
Oh yeah. We like Madchild better sober. It's way better.
Yeah.
I've seen both.
Twice you have. It was a roller coaster for anyone around me, trust me.
On sober, you're like good for like a couple of hours, and then it just kind of
right. Michael wants to see a collaboration with Ritz about being sober. That would be dope. Yeah.
I don't know Ritz, but I heard he's pretty dope as a human being, and I like his music, so that would be dope.
Yeah, we've met a couple times. Super cool guy. Shout out to Ritz. Let's see. More new comments. You guys are flooding us here. Shout out to La Coca Nostra.
Oh yeah. Me and Matt are both big fans of La Coca Nostra, so
Yeah, I got a tattoo right here.
you know, and I was honored enough to put out their first record, and
That's right.
I still work with Everlast, and obviously
That was right before you
Slain.
put out. Yeah, you still work with them, and that was right before you put out the first Swollen Members
that's
record.
right. Yeah, that's right. Big
When is
B.
my next show in Vancouver, Clinton? I don't know. Good question. We went. The reason I went to Canada is for a moment I was the only person in Canada touring. Shout out to iTour Agency and was touring with them. We had about 30-something shows. We were able to do 13 of them, and then COVID had hit with a second wave, and the rest of the shows got shut down. But we were being, it was a COVID, whatever. We're following all the protocols. It was really fun to get out there and just do those 13 shows. They were smaller shows, more intimate, but it felt so good to get on the road. Most artists haven't been able to tour for at least a year now, and I know we all can't wait to get back out on the road.
Yeah, the COVID thing has fucked up the music business pretty bad. It's actually really sad. Like people don't, a lot of people don't realize it, but like, it was the first industry to shut down, and it'll probably be the last industry to open back up, and it's affected a lot of artists' livelihood, and everybody from club owners to managers to agents to everybody, right? So it's a pretty fucked up thing for sure. But I think when it comes back, I think it's going to be like the Roaring 20s, and people are just going to rage. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I remember Last Laugh. Those are the boys, Stuart, Florida.
Someone asking me if I squash beef with Stomp Down Killers. I have no beef with Stomp Down Killers. Snack and I had our thing back in the day, but I wish that man nothing but the best. I heard he's sober as well and has a kid, and I think we all grow up and move on. And Mercury's definitely is a beast. So shout out to that whole crew and all their following and movement. As far as I'm concerned, it's all love.
Sobriety definitely brings clarity for a lot of people and age, right?
Yeah, and age, experience, right?
That's right.
We got to evolve as we get older. I'm an immortal demigod, so I don't get older, but I have evolved.
Daddy X. Yeah. Getting ahead of it. No, I haven't. I haven't talked to. I talked to Brad actually for the first time in 8 years, about a week ago. It was a cordial conversation, and there's no big like announcement or nothing like that coming, but it was a cordial conversation. I'm a big enough man to put things to the side, and you know, I obviously a lot of shit happened, but you know, it was good to just have a conversation, right? And you know, that's not what this is about. But if anybody out there has a Free the Kings hat or T-shirt or anything, I really need to get my hands on one. I had 2 of them that Richter gave me, and it was like my favorite hat. And I do MMA and fight a lot, and I kept wearing it when I was training, and probably an overtone there, but I kept wearing it, and the thing got pretty stinky. So I need a new one.
I'm
So
3 days in with training. 3 days.
Yeah, Madchild's been fucking showing up every day, man. Like a lot of people don't realize, like when you know, like with the fighting thing, like I've had a million people like, oh yeah, I want to train, and they show up once and you never see them again. Madchild has been consistently coming over every fucking day, and he's learning quick. It's fucking,
thank you.
It's crazy, and he doesn't know how to control his power, and I keep telling him to go easy. Fucking.
No, it's good. I've always wanted to learn. Always wanted to train this way and learn. And I had some time to figure out what I want to do when I get back, and this was part of it, follow through. And I'm really excited about getting back and putting out more music, and just happy, man. Thankful, grateful. And I just, one thing I think is for everybody, mental health is super, super important to stay on track of, and one of the things that's really important, and I say it in my own live streams all the time, is having purpose is so important. Staying busy is so important. And I just went through it myself. I tell everybody the worst thing you can do is sit around and watch Netflix all day. Eventually you're gonna fall into a hole. And I was kind of had my hands tied for a little bit while I was in Canada waiting to come back. I had surgery done on my teeth, and I wasn't able to get a lot. I've already done more in the last 4 days than I did in the last month while I was staying at a friend's house up there. But my point is stay busy, have purpose. If you've got an outlet to be creative, be creative. We're not all lucky enough to get to work and go to work every day because of COVID and what's going on. But keep yourself busy at home. Have a regimen, exercise, eat right, drink water. Sorry, it's my little speech, but that shit's important.
No, it's good, man. It's good. Like, find that thing that makes you happy and fucking go with it, right? And I'm a very regimented person. I wake up every morning, and if the waves are small, I box or do MMA, and I work 12 hours a day. And I'm fortunate enough where I like the things that I work on, and I enjoy it, and I work my ass off, and I fucking start over the next day and keep going. You know what I mean? And the MMA thing is great. Anybody out there that has hesitancy or whatever because they think they're going to walk into a gym and, the people are going to beat them up or fucking, it's not like that at all. People want to help you and and like the thing with martial arts is it will change your life. It will make you healthier, happier, makes you less angry. So it's a good thing. And I'm stoked that Mad's starting to embrace it for sure.
Yeah. And to anybody that deals with addiction, I'm a recovering addict. We can get addicted to positive things too. And that's one of the great, there is a positive side to being an addict. You can force yourself into having positive addictions and really excel at those things. So take those, don't let this dead time, this sometimes boring time, let us fall into holes or depression. Don't let us fall back into addictions that are bad, substance abuse issues, things like that. Just stay busy, man. I'm so excited now that I'm back. I got to drive out here an hour, got to get up at 7, drive out here so I can be here early in the morning, and then it's an hour drive back, and then my staff shows up at work, and we work all day. And normally I used to stay up late. Now 10 o'clock, I'm out. Wake up next morning, go again, and I just want to keep on that routine.
Yeah, get your routine going, get your program going, stick by it, Yeah. And there's some people, look, that you can party and put it away, and then there's some people that can't. And the people that I respect the most are the people that recognize the fact that they can't party and put it away, and they recognize it and get treatment and get help and change their life for the better, right? Because that's the hardest thing in life is reflecting on your own faults, or not fault because it's not a fault, but reflecting on your own weaknesses or drive to substances or whatever it is, and seeking out the treatment to go help yourself or get better, and sticking to that. That's an admirable thing, right? Like,
cool. Right on.
Thank you, bro 420. I appreciate you. Oh, back to the Free the Kings thing, though. But if anybody does have one of those hats, I really do want one. Me, and I'll trade you for a bunch of SRH gear.
There you go. And hey, Evan, I'm reading what you're saying. I'm not sure but yeah, you keep working through it. Keep up the good fight, man. I know there's a lot of us out there that deal with the same stuff, so that's why I like to talk about it.
No more drugs, no more.
Cody's like, Jesus, how old am I now? I'm 45 years old, dog. Better than being dead, you know what I mean?
Yeah. People get bummed on their when they get older, man. I never thought I'd make it to fucking 30, so I'm fucking pumped.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I think we all go through it for a second as we get older, like, oh shit, but I've really embraced it, and I'm enjoying this time of my life, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and if you do, like, look, everybody goes through the young shit when they're young, right? You party and da-da-da, but when you get a little bit older, you got to fucking tone it back a little bit and focus in on different things. But if you keep your body right, like, I mean, I'm still fucking, sparring with young kids and surfing big waves and doing all the shit I did when I was a kid,
For sure. Absolutely.
Maybe a little more achy in the morning, but.
And I think you can get better at things if you keep pushing yourself as well as you get older. So I'm not letting age get in the way of me or my skill level as being a rapper or staying in shape or learning. I started reading. I never read a book in my life. I just started reading, so I'm feeding my brain. So
that's dope.
I think getting older is cool if you just.
It's better than not getting older.
Yeah. Being dead sucks.
I hear.
I would assume. Maybe it's cool. Yeah, 35 is still young. Don't worry, Brett. Happy birthday. Shout out to Manitoba.
What's Madchild
from ICP? ICP has always been cool to me. I really love playing at the Gathering, and shout out to all the juggalos and juggalettes out there. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Matt. It's a nice thing to say. Thank you, Evan. Let's see.
Yeah, that's cool, Matt. Why don't you tell everybody that doesn't know like the story of Battle Axe? Why don't you tell them how you started and all that stuff? That'd be cool to hear for people, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was a little knucklehead when I was younger.
And shocking.
I know. Sort of, you could say I grew up on the wrong side of the fence. So we were getting in trouble all the time, but I was a very creative person when I was young, and I loved hip hop. I started out listening to hardcore, which is a bunch of the shows you did, promoted, right? You used to go on tons of shows. But when I found hip hop, I was like, this is my music. I found my music. So I was a little skateboarder, and we'd go out partying all the time, and I'd always freestyle and everything like that. And my best friend at the time was like, this is what you should do with your life. So it stuck with me. Fast forward to probably 94. I went to San Francisco. I wanted to go. I should have came all the way to LA, but I ended up in San Francisco. did my first record with Tommy Guerrero, who was a pro skater, from Pal Peralta.
Shit, I don't even think I remember that one. That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Tommy Guerrero's a legend, dude.
Yeah, so we did I did my first 7-inch or 45 with him. And then I did my second record to come out on vinyl with DJ Qbert. And when, I'm sure you all know, best DJ ever, incredible. So that was quite an honor. I worked at the Extra Large store on Haight Street, which is a company that was owned by the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, that shit's legend too. Fuck yeah.
And one day in walks a guy with dreadlocks and introduces himself. His name is Prevail. And he said he's from Vancouver as well, which is where I'm originally from. We started talking and freestyling back and forth. And when I moved, he was living in San Diego doing the same thing I was doing. To Vancouver, we met again at a house party and we started freestyling back and forth. There was like 150 people in this party and everyone was dead quiet, just listening to us go back and forth. And there's like 150 people that were hammered. So we knew we had something special. We went up for a walk. We decided to start a group that night. And in a very short amount of time, we went and did our first tour, recorded a bunch of music, went and did our first tour in Japan with Tribal in 1996. That's also when we put out our first 12-inch with Mixmaster Mike, Tony the Schizo. I think the first single was called Shatterproof. We put out our second vinyl, which came out in Fat Beats, which was a big deal back then. Okay. That was featuring, our first 12-inch was also featuring Dilated People. Shout out to Evidence and Rocka and Babu.
Yeah, boys.
Our second 12-inch was featuring Sun Doobie from Funk Dubious, also Mixmaster Mike. AC Alone was also on our first 12-inch. Anyways, that's the era.
Legendary.
Yeah,
shit,
that's the era we came from. I used to fly. I promoted some shows too back in the day. So I used to fly these artists out.
That's dope.
We'd put on a show for them. We'd open up. We'd go to the studio, make sure we had weed for them and everything like that. And girls, whatever, you know what I mean? So we'd put on the shows. We'd go record a song. They'd fly back. And that, I think we were actually looking back. I think we were one of the first rap groups to have an album with a bunch of features on it. So our first record came out in 99. It was called Balance. By then we had already toured America. Funny thing is, being from Canada, Canada's the last place we toured out of all the main places. We had already toured Europe a few times, all the UK. And out of nowhere, we did a video for a song called Lady Venom. And we were an underground rap group. That was our whole purpose, being everything. Super underground, backpack rappers. And we did a song called Lady Venom. And it was like the stars just aligned for us. And we shot a video for it. And the song got picked up on alternative radio. And Much Music picked it up, which is like MTV in Canada back then. This is when they played videos on TV. And that song took off like a rocket. And
that song was dope.
Thank you. And then we have a thing called the Junos in Canada, which is like the Grammys in America. We were nominated, and I thought there was no chance we would win. Not a chance in hell. I remember sitting at my parents' house in the living room, and my mom was all excited, and I was getting mad at her, like, there's no chance we're going to win. And when they announced that we won, man, my head must have hit the ceiling. We jumped so high. And it just took off from there. We were really lucky. Like I said, sometimes the stars just align. We put in the work. Shout out to my brothers for life, Rob the Viking, Prevail. Shout out to Mocha Only. We had an incredible ride. We went from being this underground rap group to playing in front of 20, 30,000 people a night. Did stadium tours with big artists. It was crazy, man. And it was a long wave. It lasted a good 7-8 years. It was fun.
That's dope. That's some history right there. That's why it was important to do this thing together, right? And that's why we, just celebrating all that history and putting it all together, and, even just putting the packages together and rolling this whole thing out was like, it was just fun. You know what I mean? Obviously we didn't do it for the money because we priced the packages so cheap, fucking, you know what I mean? We wanted to stoke everybody out, but that's what it's really about, man. It's fucking dignity over dollars, right? You're not, you when you die, you don't fucking take all the shit with you. You take your fucking legacy to the grave, and that's what people fucking remember you by. And you don't get to take all the crap with you. And there's nothing wrong with money. I like money, so I'm not anti-money. I'm just saying, what's more important to me is the dignity and fucking.
And you show that over and over and over again. You've shown that to me as a friend. We own Battle Axe. We own Battle Axe Records together. And of course, Kevin has Sub Noize Records, but I wanted to Battle Axe Records. We still own it; it's still a functioning company. But I wanted to have the freedom to try doing something on my own as well, just another creative direction, which is One Man Gang, OMG Records. And Kevin and Ivory blessed me and gave me the freedom to do that. When they, believe me, they did not have to. They could have easily said, "No, homie." They gave me their blessing, and everything's come full circle, and I think it's honestly brought us closer together. Like, this showed true friendship, true character, and that dignity over dollars is some real shit. When Kevin Zinger says that, it's some real shit.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Sure.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the thing is like, a lot of people will say, like, don't do business with your friends, right? But like, some of my best friends, Ivory, you, are my business partners. Evidence, you know what I mean? I have different businesses with a ton of my friends, right? The thing is like, you're always going to get into like little disagreements or not see eye to eye in business, but you can agree to disagree, and as long as you both do the right thing and put the friendship first, doing business with your friends is the best thing ever, because that's who you're talking to on a daily basis. You know what I mean? I'd much rather do business with my friends than a bunch of assholes that I don't like, you know what I mean? Or
Absolutely.
and even with the bands that I work with from the start of the from SRH till today, right? I could have taken a way easier path, you know what I mean? Like, I've gotten a million calls to like, you want to work with this big pop artist, or you want to work with fucking this, or take the meeting to manage that, and it's just like, my heart's not in it, you know what I mean? And sure, the checks would be fucking sweet. Like I said, I'm not fucking anti-money. I like money. I work my ass off for everything that I got. But for me, I'd rather fucking do the music that I like and I have passion for, because that's what makes me motivated every day to go 12, 14-hour days and power it out. You know what I mean? And when you do business with your friends, it also gives you that little bit of extra drive too, right? Like, you're trying to outdo each other and like, look, I did this for us. And then the other guy's like, no, I did this for us. You know what I mean? It really, it's a good energy. So
yeah, it's more fun to celebrate the successes with as well.
Yeah, because I've met some of my other people's business partners and they suck. I did have one bad one, I will admit. I picked one, but even he was rad at one point in time. Another story of drugs. Don't do lots of them.
No, don't do lots of drugs.
That's cool.
Thank you for saying that.
And my life. That's awesome.
Shallow, thank you very much. Yeah, I get. Yeah, I definitely am thankful for when people share how my story and my music has helped them with their sobriety or dealing with their substance abuse issues. Don't think that goes unnoticed, because I do notice it, and it means a lot to me, and it helps keep me strong, to be honest with you. Thank you.
I've seen a couple people ask about online for Madchild looks like the Gerber baby on it. Is that a compliment?
Yeah.
They're talking about doing online shows. For me, right? Like, I have mixed feelings on it. I haven't done a ton of them. Some, like, I own a management company and an agency too, but like, so some of those bands have done it. I had mixed feelings on doing SRH Fest as an online show this year, but it is the 30th anniversary, and I realized that, like, look, nobody's getting to go to shows, so that's all we've got right now is doing them online. And then there was the positive side of it is like, you can literally connect everybody in the world, right? So like, if we do the SRH Fest in LA, people in Vegas or the East, like they can't all make it, so they're bummed. So the doing it online, everybody can come together and do it. So I finally wrapped my head around it, and what the plan is right now is I've obviously started doing shows in '91. Those early days were the Sublimes and Offsprings and Pennywises of the world. We did hip hop shows too. We did Kid Frost and Cypress Hill and shit like that back then. But anyways, I got all those old tapes and digitized them. And what SRH Fest this year is going to be is it's going to be like a time machine show, and it's going to go from '91, those early days, all the way through the 2000 Suburban Noize years, all the way to present day. And we're going to do some obviously live sets with the stuff that is current day, but also showing that history and all the bands that have contributed so much to SRH over the years. And I think it's going to be a special thing. It's going to be pretty cool. And I'm going to my plan is to put it up for free and just let everybody join in and try to get get all the bands to come together and do some sort of live chat and talk over it, and it should be a good time.
I can't get over how handsome I still am.
No, that's me, dog.
Oh, oh, you got that.
Your beard is like the main topic of conversation here.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'll put up a song and get like 200 comments, and I put up a post with a beard, and I got 1,000 comments. I was like, who knew? Shit, I would have done this a while ago. Who's my favorite musician that's not rap hip hop? That's a good question, James. And your last name is his first name, because Willie Nelson is my favorite artist of all time. I have him tattooed right here. And on my birthday, did you have something to do with that?
I'm sure I did.
Yeah, I think you guys set it up with the bus company that I got to go hang out with Willie on my birthday, and that was
fucking Willie's cool. The man, the OG stoner fucking legend, dude.
All right.
He also just assumed that question was for him.
That's right. Thank you, Rachel. Shout out to Rachel Pennington.
Wait, maybe she's saying I'm good looking. No.
See lots of spades. Okay, so wait. Do you remember the show in Texas? Yeah, that was probably when I came and got to meet Willie Nelson. The Bearded Little Monster. There's my next album title. Yes, it was a great gift. Thank you, Rudy. Did I get a contact high? Yeah, I did, actually. I went on this bus. I don't smoke weed, but she was smoked out. I have nothing against smoking weed, by the way. It just doesn't react well with me. I get all fucking anxiety and shit. Madchild's beard reminds me of a sleeping bear. Troy, you can say some fucking wild shit, boy. Yellow Wolf is dope. Yeah, actually, Yellow Wolf is incredible. I always liked his music. I like his whole style. That dude's a rock star.
Dude, I'll make a claim right now. When Yellow Wolf, before he was blown up, right, I knew about him through skateboarding.
Right.
And when he first started doing music, the radio show that we do, we were the first people to ever play Yellow Wolf.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, cool. On Scratch and Sniff Radio?
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, he's fucking super dope. If there's one rapper who would like to be on my next album, who would it be?
His beard.
Matthew, good question. One rapper? If I could pick any rapper? I've already done stuff with some of my favorite rappers. I don't do a lot of features, but I guess I'd have to say either, if I could be anyone, I would have to say, obviously, probably Eminem or Lil Wayne. That's just like, to me, two of the best rappers that have lasted the longest. Does that make sense?
We've been listening to a lot of Eminem boxing lately. We're about to go on an Eminem Time Machine kick.
Yeah, Jelly Roll is incredible. Shout out to Jelly Roll. He really blew up in over the last few years, really killing it. Any plans for a video for Python? No, but I do have a video coming out next week. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, I just started putting songs out again, too.
Don't you have another song coming out tomorrow?
It actually dropped today. It's called Love Me or Hate Me. Shout out to Peter Jackson. It's his birthday. That's my bro. That's my man.
What's up, Peter Jackson?
That's my guy. So we have a new song called Love Me or Hate Me. It's out right now. And happy birthday, Peter Jackson. Vinny Paz is fucking super dope.
Always I've never met him, but I'm a fan.
Cool guy. Met him a few times. Always a super good guy. And someone shouted out Immortal Technique as well. Shout out Immortal Technique. Also a rapper that I really admire and respect, and a super cool guy every time we talk. He's been cool. Hobson would be dope. Yep. Doing something with Hobson.
Madchild and Johnny Richter actually just did a song together with Obnoxious. Well, actually, a lot of people. But anyways, it will be coming out momentarily. There is a lot of new music that we've been stacking up over the COVID year that is all going to be announced fairly soon.
That's right.
The first part of the SRH anniversary was more about celebrating the past. The second part of the year is going to be the newer stuff, releasing new music, and so that's cool.
Yeah, and we're gonna put more.
Did you do a song with Hobson? You've never done one with Hobson, have you?
No. But we're gonna put more, and we're gonna put more music out on Battle Axe in the future too. Andy Kane,
what's up, Andy?
Shout out to New Zealand, Ben. I love New Zealand. And shout out to everyone in Australia. I know they're different places, but when you go to Australia and tour, you get to tour New Zealand as well. Both amazing places. Someone just said a Madchild Evidence album would be dope. Well, guess what? It is fucking dope. It's called The Darkest Hour, and you can go check it out right after this.
Probably one of the most slept on records I've ever been a part of. That record is fucking fire.
Probably it's because I was super high on Xanax when I did it. But the album's dope. I could still rap when I was high, but I did not promote it. I was a fucking nightmare to deal with. But Evidence blessed me with incredible beats and verses, and it really is. It's probably my most slept on album, and it's
a dope fucking record. And there's actually a little bit of the special vinyl that we made, like the collector's edition with like the art on the cover, because the cover was a picture of a clock from Ed's mom. Yeah, there's heavy meaning behind it all. But we made up some special vinyl for it, and we actually just put it up on. This is not a sales pitch, but just letting you know, we just put it up actually in the package and on SRH, and there's a few left. So it's a fucking dope thing for sure.
Yeah, and it's called The Darkest Hour, and that was one of my darkest times in life. But it, a lot of the time, the best music is made from pain and sorrow and suffering and being in dark times. It's one of the great things you can draw from darkness is art. I'm very proud of that record.
Yeah.
So if you haven't heard it, listen to it.
And it was dope because, backstory a little bit, I manage Evidence. He's one of my good friends as well.
One of my good friends as well.
Well, that's how I met Evidence.
That's right.
I started working with you, and we started doing stuff, and then you're like, I probably met Ev in passing with the Dilated era and all that kind of stuff, but never like met him, you know what I mean? And that's how we ended up, you brought us together. And then that record brought it full circle for sure. Because he's dope.
Evidence has got some amazing drops coming out soon, so definitely stay tuned into what he's doing.
He's dope.
He's a true artist, and how much he pays attention to detail is unlike any other. I've seen something that he's going to be dropping, and it's just mind blowing. Can't wait. When you guys see it, you'll trip out.
He is the epitome of dignity over dollars.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Dude, the Odd Squad. I love those dudes. Somebody asked me to work with them. Those dudes are fucking, they're classic. I love what they're doing.
Yeah.
I've never talked to them, never met them, but I'm a fan. So, fuck yeah, those dudes are badass.
Francisco, what is my favorite song of all time? Oh, that I've ever made. I don't know, man. It's a great question. Dickhead. God, lay tons off of that song. Am I still rocking with Demrick? I mean, we haven't done anything in a long time, but I see he's doing his thing, and he's a very talented artist. Great guy.
Demrick's the homie.
Yeah, that's the homie. When am I dropping a new album? Okay, Rezgoon's production. I'm actually putting out, the last album I just put out was December 12th, called The Little Monster. Due to COVID, me being up in Canada, there were some fuck ups with shipping. So I'm sending out for free to like 2,000 people, and I'm paying for it out of my own pocket to make up for some mistakes on the third party company we work with, but definitely some mistakes on me. You know what I mean? Like, definitely I am to blame for some of it. So I'm sending out of pocket 2,000 free autographed albums to everybody that waited for packages, and it's called The Little Monster Deluxe version. So that's coming out March 4th. So very soon. We'll have in a couple days to start signing and shipping out. And now I'm shipping out from my house. So it's definitely going to be on me, taking it into my own hands. I'm signing everything and shipping it out to you personally. That was the mistake, and it will never happen again. I'm going to take it into my own hands. Yes, Willie, you're still waiting on that. Okay. You'll definitely be getting a CD. Dale, I'm not going to repeat the question, but no, as far as I'm concerned, we're not. Shout out to Rick Slamerican. Love and respect to Fairfield, California. Red Rum Rob. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, what else?
What else you got for us?
I feel like this is pretty good live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we just end it on a high note? Love you guys. Thank you for your past support. Thank you for your continued support. Let's all just fucking stay positive, stay happy, enjoy the music, enjoy the clothing from SRH, enjoy the music to come out on Sub Noize, enjoy the music to come out on Battle Axe, enjoy the music to come out on ONG. I'm really grateful to be here, and you know, through the ups and downs in life and the roller coaster ride I brought this gentleman through, and Ivory, to be here sitting beside him and still be my brother and still support me is an honor. Like, it really means a lot to me. Shit means more to me than y'all really realize probably or understand. So I'm happy to be here, and happy to be able to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Battle Axe and the 30th anniversary of SRH with you guys. If you haven't checked out the packages, Kevin made him at a super, super crazy deal. Some cool shit there, man. But thank you guys for your support.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I appreciate everybody. Like I said before, you know, none of us could do this without all your support. And, you know, it's been fucking 3 decades for me. And people have seen the evolution of SRH, but we've always stuck to the core of what it is. And, you know, it's part of my DNA. And I know a lot of people out there, it's part of their DNA too. And I appreciate that big extended family out there of all the people. You know, when you see somebody that's wearing an SRH hat, you know you have something in common with them. So it's been a tough fucking year for a lot of people out there. So just know if you're one of those people that, you know, your big extended family's got your back, and we're always trying to do a little bit of something to help people out. So you're not alone. Much love.
Definitely not alone. Much love.